Learning and wellness through art. That's what Grounds for Sculpture aims to do with its vast offering of education programs. So much more than a life-size sculpture park, this Hamilton institution aims to enrich people's lives through hands-on classes in sculpture, illustration, and literature, among other forms. We're here in Erin Ellis's Botanical Illustrations class to see if our green thumb can actually learn how to draw. Erin, what are we going to be learning today?
Today we're going to be learning how to approach a drawing of a botanical specimen. And today we have our students, Gemma and Robin, here to help us demonstrate.
Thanks for being with us. You're going to give me your best tips, right?
Absolutely.
You're going to help me through this.
To begin drawing our botanical specimen here, we're going to first look for an angle that shows a full view of each important element, so the flower, the leaf, and the bud. We can move our specimen around a little bit to find a best angle. I think this angle is going to be good. There's not too many elements overlapping each other in my line of sight. So we're going to start with our lighter pencil and just draw something that I call a plant skeleton. So just find the gesture of the stem. And then we're just going to look for the geometric form within the flower. So I'm just going to block out a circle. I'm going to find like the outline of the petals, and then also make sure you plot the center of the flower and make sure the stem and the center are positioned as such that they are flowing into each other and look balanced. And we'll just plot this bud here. And as I'm finding where to put this, I'm looking at how it lines up with this edge of this flower, how far away it is there, how far away it is from the stem, and all those things can just inform where you plot your elements. And then we're going to find the gesture or the form of each petal, like the way that it curves. So I'm going to start at the tip of the petal and work inward toward the center. And we just want to make sure this guideline ends up at the base of the receptacle, which is where the flower meets the stem.
Looking good so far?
Looking great.
It's not an alien ship.
I can tell that's a flower, yeah. And if you feel uncertain about the angle, you can find the angle with a sighting technique, how it relates to like a horizontal or vertical line. So after you've got everything outlined, you can move to your darker pencil, start adding in some detail. And just be mindful of the pressure you're applying, because the darker you draw, the less room there is to tweak it later.
I mean, I feel like almost the pencil is making my drawing a little better than my abilities because it just gives me the luxury of making some more subtle detail.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I just think like it's like the instrument is making things, it's making the process easier because of what the abilities of the instrument is.
That's a really nice thing to say about a simple pencil. And if there are areas of your drawing where you see more shadow happening, while we're not working with shading right now, if you darken the pencil line a little bit where you see things receding, get a little bit darker, like at the center of the flower, that can be a really nice way to just add a little bit of dimension by just adding a little bit of darker pencil to those like receding areas. Okay, let's see what we got.
I feel like after listening to what you described we were supposed to do, I was able to get this more realistic look, which is more than I quite honestly think I've ever gotten with something I've drawn. So that's me after that quick lesson. Look at these guys.
It looks great.
Well, Erin, thank you so much for showing me how to get started with drawing these beautiful botanicals. It was really, you got something special here out of me.
Thank you for coming here.
Thank you.
Grounds for Sculpture offers a variety of classes for all ages. We have topics that cover horticulture, wellness, sculpture, drawing, photography, anything that's an entrance into the garden and art and the creative process.
How do you think you benefited from this class?
I've been wanting to get back into drawing. This is getting me out there to progress and actually move forward. And developing the work at home and actually drawing every day. That's part of our homework, and that's really helpful to get me out of my procrastination of not doing it, and it gets you better and better and better.
I think it helped my self-esteem. I made new friends, I learned new skills, and it inspires me to draw every day.
It's great that Grounds for Sculpture presents these programs. This place is so unique. And it's not just that you can come here as a guest and walk around, you can actually learn to do something yourself.
If anybody's interested in art and taking classes, I would highly recommend coming to Grounds for Sculpture because it is an inspiring place to do so.